Hello guys, I welcome you to Remedial One YouTube channel. Here we come again. We are looking at this mensuration, how we can able to find the area, the shaded, the perimeter, and all that concept here. Please let me remind you, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell and like the video, so anytime we drop a new lesson you get chance to gather together and study with us. Anytime the question comes, if it is a word problem, make sure you go ahead and sketch, and you have to also know how you can able to apply the Pythagoras, because most instances it will come, and then you have to know the area of a right triangle and all that. So we have a question before us as we are getting ready for our WAEC 2022 for Ghana. Guys, make sure this channel become your body, because we are pumping a whole lot of information that can be really useful. The diagonal of a rectangle, a diagonal of a rectangular field is 169, and if the ratio of the length to the width is 12:5, find the dimensions and then the perimeter of the field. So first of all, go ahead and sketch. Can you sketch your rectangular shape, and then let's get our diameter. So here so the diameter have to be 169, and then the length have to be 12:that. So we don't know the factor, so we can say we are going to let x be the ratio factor. We don't know, so here is going to be x and here is going to be x. Okay, so the diagonal, every angle is 90 right there, and that here is also going to be 90. Okay, so because of that, we can able to apply the Pythagoras theory to find our dimensions. So solving the a, apply our h squared is equals to the opposite square plus adjacent squared. Our hypotenuse is 169. It's always the longer side, and then the opposite, we just picking the number of, and it's all squared. Be careful with that. Be careful you put the bracket, because all of the numbers are going to be squared, and then 12 all squared. You get 169 all squared equals to 25 x squared plus 144 x squared. Okay, they are all like terms, so we got 169 squared, and you add this together, you get 169 x squared. We are looking for x, so we divide here by 169. Repeat the same thing here, 169. Okay, so this goes away. This is repeated, so that will give us 169. If you want, you can use a calculator to point 169 squared and divide by 169. You will see that you will get the same. And then here, but we are looking for the factor, which is we are looking for the x. We don't know, so we take a square root here, and then we take a square root here, and that give us 13 and x over here. So now we have able to find the factor. So when we come back to the drawing board, we just, here is just going to be 12 times 13, and here is going to be 5 times 13. That will give us the dimensions. So here will be 156, and here will be 65. Okay, so we have able to find the dimension. The length is 156, and then the width or the breadth is 65 meters. Okay, so if you want more details, you can just say length is 156 meter, and then the width is 65 meter. So the perimeter of the field is just the surroundings. So we are going to add the surroundings. So here is 156, so the opposite is congruent. So here is the same as here. So here is going to be 156. Here is also going to be congruent as this one. So here is going to be 65. So the perimeter is just going to be 156 plus 156 plus 65 plus another 65. And when you add all of them together, you get 442 meters. So let's look at another one here. In the diagram, a circle is drawn in a square. So you need to know all the shapes, the properties, the characteristics of the shape: rectangle, square, circle, and all that. So here, be careful, it's not drawn to the scale. Don't go and use your eyes and say, oh, okay, this is longer than that. No, they are telling you that it's a square. So this is a square. Okay. And the total area of the shaded is that. Calculate the radius of the circle. So first of all, we need to know how we can find the area of the shaded. So you see that the circle is inside the square. So if we can find the area of the square minus the area of the circle, we can able to find that is how we can able to find the shaded area. Okay, we have to know that from here to here we can represent it with any variable that you want. We are familiar with the x, so you can represent with x. The same thing from here to here have to also be x, because they are congruent. Okay, and then there is a circle have to have a center, and then from here to here, and that will be the radius. So as we are accumulating all the formulas here, you can say that for you to get a radius is just going to be the half of x. Okay, once you find the x, you can able to find that. So let's go ahead and put all the information in there, and we have to also, so yeah, that's it. And then now let's go ahead and put the information. We were given the area of the shaded is 42. So here we can able to say that 42 is equals to the area of the square. This and this, they are all the same, so it's just going to be x times x. That will give us the area of the square, and then minus, we are going by the formula, the area of a circle. Area of a circle is pi r squared. But in place of this here, if you're going to be confused, let me put it here. Since the r is here, we can deduce some information here that can able to help us. So here we can, as we are looking for our radius, we can cross multiply here, and when we cross that multiply, we will get 2 radius is equals to x here. So when we double the radius, that will give us the side of the square. Okay, so when we come here, we can able to input that here, so that the x will go away, and then we can easily find our radius. So here is going to be 42 is equals to, so when I see x, I'm just going to put 2r. So 2 radius times 2 radius minus pi radius squared. 42 is going to be 2 times 2, which is 4, and then r times r, which is r squared, minus pi r squared. That is making the work much easier. Kind of this one where it's taking us much into change of subject, but that's not what we are intention for. So even as you want, you can bring out the radius out if we want. So change 42 is equal to r squared out. We got 4 minus pi. And now we know that the pi has been given us 22 over 7. So 42 is equals to r squared into bracket minus 22 on 7. Close it. And then you can find the LCM here. Let's bring it up here. So we got 42 is equals to r squared. Here you take every number is over 1, so you cross multiply, you get 7, and then you crisscross multiply here, which is going to give you 28, and then you crisscross here, that's 20. Remember, this is 7, and here give you 42 is equals to r squared. That give you 6 on 7. So at this moment the picture is becoming clear. So you get 42 is equals to, we are multiplying this, so 6 radius squared over 7. Okay, you want to solve for radius, so you take this one over here is dividing, so this is going to come here as multiplication, and this is multiplying, and this one is going to come as a division. Okay, what is happening is that it's going to be 42 times 7 over 6, and that gives you the r squared. We're almost done. Okay, so you always have your calculator with you. So you can grab your calculator. 42 times 7 divided by 6, and that gives you 49 is equals to r squared. So you're looking for r, so you take a radius square root here, take a square root here, and you get 7 is equals to r. So therefore the radius is going to be 7. So let's look at the unit. If you, in the exams, if you leave the unit out, you're going to lose points, so 1 or 2 max, so make sure you don't lose anything. So here it was centimeter, so it's going to be centimeter. And ta-da, you're done. Thank you